Salam ladies and gentlemen, this is Sumi. I'm back with What's Going On by Sumi, powered by Depilex. Moving on to the first segment of the show. This is courtesy of Depilex. We're back from the latest trends of hair and makeup. Today my guest is yet another very special guest as always. ये एक ऐसे guest हैं जिनको मैंने back in 2010 interview किया था जब ये रोहन के साथ वापस आए थे, and he was known to be the most desired son of Pakistan. Ladies and gentlemen, इनके खून में और इनके हर रग में कहते हैं ना टेनिस बसता है. This is Aisam Qureshi. How are you?
I'm very good, thank you very much.
So good to have you after so long.
It's been a while. It was 2010.
It was 2010. You had just come back, and it was Aisam everywhere. लेकिन आप उससे पहले से टेनिस खेल रहे थे, तो वो like what happened in between? एकदम से Aisam Ul Haq, the most desirable son of Pakistan. What happened?
2010 में actually I would say was a life-changing moment for me. The year I made finals of US Open, men's में, mixed doubles में. And when I came back, जिस तरह की recognition मिली, प्यार मिला, मोहब्बत मिली सारे पाकिस्तानियों से, that's when I felt for the very first time that people recognized me as a tennis player. 2007 में I qualified for Wimbledon. मुझे था कि probably अब पाकिस्तानियों को पता लग जाएगा कि कोई पाकिस्तानी है. But when I came back home, किसी ने कोई लिफ्ट नहीं कराई, कुछ पता नहीं लगा लोगों को. Not many people knew. Only the tennis fraternity के लोगों को पता था, लेकिन not Pakistan in general. 2009 में I ended up beating Roger Federer in Basel.
Right.
अम्मी अब्बू का मुझे फ़ोन आया कि जी पाकिस्तान में थरथली मच गई है. Everyone knows about you. So I came back from Basel. अम्मी अब्बू ही सिर्फ मुझे रिसीव करने आए एयरपोर्ट पे मेरे बहन भाइयों के साथ. And I was like, आप तो बातें कर रहे थे कि पूरे पाकिस्तान को पता लग गया. तो जब US Open हुआ and I made the finals और उस पर अम्मी अब्बू नहीं थे, ईद का वक्त था उस वक्त, रमज़ान भी चल रहा था. And अम्मी called me और नहीं हमें प्राइम मिनिस्टर का फ़ोन आया है, हमें चीफ मिनिस्टर का फ़ोन आया है, everybody knows about you, मैच लाइव दिखाया गया. मैंने कहा अम्मी जिस तरह वो बातें करती हैं मेरे ख्याल से फिर से हाइप क्रिएट कर रही हैं और लास्ट 2 साल की तरह फिर मैंने आना है और आप ही ने आके मुझे रिसीव करना है. तो when I came back और जिस तरह का रिसेप्शन मिला and the fact that you interviewed me also in 2010 not in 2009 or 2007,
yes.
So that's when one realizes कि हाँ जी अब पाकिस्तानियों को पता है कि जिस तरह स्क्वॉश के साथ जहांगीर खान का नाम है, जहांगीर का, क्रिकेट में इमरान खान, वसीम अकरम, जावेद मियादाद, हॉकी की बात करें तो वो हसन सरदार, शहबाज अहमद जो सीनियर का आता है.
But why do you think this discrimination is there? Because to be honest, even as a tennis fan and all of that, maybe मुझे पता हो, लेकिन मैं इंटरव्यू अगर करना चाहूँ भी तो आगे से वो होता है कि आप ये गेस्ट लेकर आ सकती हैं, ये नहीं लेकर आ सकती. तो इस तरह क्यों है कि tennis players को they're holding back and then they're promoting the rest of the other, like especially cricket, because it's the nation of cricket, you can't deny that. But why tennis is lagging behind?
Lagging अब तो मेरे ख्याल से सारी sports are lagging behind cricket, unfortunately, especially 9/11 के बाद. I think the 10 years जो पाकिस्तान ने सफ़र किया where no international sports was allowed to be played in Pakistan. तो cricket को थोड़ा सा वो safe haven मिल गया कि दुबई में अपनी home series कर सकते हैं और वो still भी आप उससे कर सकते हैं. I think सारी sports got affected. लेकिन for the past 5-6 years, I think the fact that international tennis, international sports is getting back into Pakistan, I think is a very positive sign. For the past few years, teams like Lithuania, Slovenia, Korea, Japan, Uzbekistan, they've all come to Pakistan to play Davis Cup matches. So we are actually helping.
Congratulations, by the way, you just qualified. Yes,
yeah.
Amazing.
Huge win, historical win for Pakistan, and especially playing at home in front of the family members, friends, relatives. वगैरह तो बहुत ही मजा आया.
बहुत मजा आया होगा, I'm sure. With Assam, with this pandemic, there's a huge change in terms of the protocol of the matches, for the players especially, I would say. How is it for you playing with no audience? Because udari se to you get the energy, whether good or bad, whatever it is, having no audience, and then the whole wo jo isolation mode, filana. How is it for you?
It affected me big time. First of all, I'm the only Pakistani on the tour.
Yes.
So वैसे वो socializing with other players is the way I get along with everybody. पेंडेमिक के दौरान आई कांट डू इवन दैट और वी हैड टू स्टे इन अ बबल माय बबल के अंदर अपने कमरों में रहें उबर ईट्स थैंक्स टू नेटफ्लिक्स उसने मुझे बचा के रखा है पूरे टूर के ऊपर आई वाज ऑलवेज ऑन लाइक वाचिंग नेटफ्लिक्स सारे सीरीज वगैरह लेकिन इट्स बीन टफ फॉर एवरीवन especially when we were traveling we had to follow a lot of protocols so that affected lekin Allah ka shukr hai I think we all as a humanity we have I think dealt with it in a pretty positive
awesome way. Especially him. You got married right at the start of the pandemic. It was insane. The wedding first वो postpone हो गया जिसमें हम सारे बड़ी खुशी से आ रहे थे.
Cancel कर दिया. Postpone तो नहीं हुई cancel कर दिया.
Cancel कर दिया.
Yeah, but I couldn't take that risk. I couldn't take the risk के सारे आए और किसी कोई भी अगर निकल आता ना positive during the wedding.
That was a huge step. सब कुछ हुआ था वो भी आधी रात को आया था.
I had to make that decision लेकिन अल्हम्दुलिल्लाह सारे वो कह रहे होते हैं कि कोविड पेशेंट हैं या कोविड ग्रेजुएट हैं सो आई वुड से विद कोविड मैरिड
basically so of course with the pandemic everything that has been happening being a Joko fan I was really taken aback by his decision of not getting vaccinated but that kind of like is a huge decision as a sportsman as a person who could have had made history at another time. Would you ever do something like that, what he did, and take a risk?
No, I think personal beliefs. I think obviously my beliefs are a little bit different from Novak's. I would just say that. I think for me, there are certain things I agree with, but there are certain things I don't agree with him also.
Yeah.
For me, when he talks about taking care of his body, that's the one thing I don't understand because apparently, like, vaccine is supposed to help your body.
Of course.
So next time you get COVID, you're not going to get that many serious basically symptoms and alhamdulillah touch wood मुझे अभी तक नहीं हुआ somehow मैं COVID नहीं हुआ लेकिन seeing my family members जिनको हुआ है what they went through my mom was hospitalized for a few days मेरी बहन को भी हुआ wife को भी हुआ and they all had all the symptoms वगैरह and ever since they've been vaccinated alhamdulillah even अगर उनको दोबारा भी हो they didn't get those symptoms so I do understand कि vaccine does help and even in the players हमारी जो सारे टेनिस प्लेयर्स भी हैं उनको भी कुछ प्लेयर्स हैं जिनको सेकंड थर्ड टाइम कोविड हुआ है but because they are vaccinated they're not getting those symptoms so अब I don't know हर बंदे की अपनी वो होती है बिलीफ होती है so I respect that उसकी लाइफ है उसके मेजर्स हैं उसके रिकॉर्ड्स हैं if he does not care about that then it's his beliefs and his so उसकी मर्जी है.
So Aisam, I also asked Shiza when she was over on the show आपकी फैमिली में स्पेशली अब आप भी उसी फील्ड में आए टेनिस प्लेयर बने हैं आपकी अम्मी नीलोफर उनसे पहले आपके नाना how was it for you did you have pressure on you okay I have to prove myself you're filling in for people who are like larger than life for you in any case how did you decide कि बस नहीं I think I can do this I'll take the plunge
नहीं अभी भी है I think one of the main reasons I stay motivated and inspired because of my mother because of my grandfather जो उनका नाम है जो उनकी legacy है and जब मैंने टेनिस शुरू की थी obviously बहुत pressure था मेरे नाना को ख्वाजा इफ्तिखार अहमद प्राइड ऑफ परफॉर्मेंस मिला हुआ है मेरी मदर नौशीन एहतिशाम को प्राइड ऑफ परफॉर्मेंस मिला हुआ है पाकिस्तान नंबर 1 रह चुकी हैं फॉर 10 years मेरे नाना ऑल इंडिया नंबर 1 थे बिफोर पार्टीशन सो वो सारी चीज़ें में प्रेशर तो होता है एंड आई थिंक आई हैव बीन लकी और ब्लेस्ड कह लें कि आई हैव बीन एबल टू channel those emotions कह लें या feelings कह लें या records कह लें to motivate myself and to get more inspired और नाम रोशन करना और मेहनत करनी है was a driving force for me.
Right.
And for me अभी तक जो best feeling मुझे होती है और मिलती है इसके लिए मैं खेल रहा हूँ is when my dad or my mom they hug me and they say we are proud of you.
Yeah.
और जब मेरे मामूस मुझे मिलते हैं या खाला मिलती हैं कि नाना would be proud of you और ये वो चीज़ें तो वो चीज़ें हैं no prize money no awards वगैरह जो है ना can top that.
Of course.
तो अभी भी वो पिक्चर्स अगर आप देखें डेविस कप की जिस तरह मैं अम्मी को मिल रहा हूँ
जी मैंने देखी जी
अब्बू के टीयर्स है मैंने तो अब्बू को नहीं देखा नोट नहीं किया मैंने उस वक्त कि माय डैड वाज क्राइंग बट यू सी द पिक्चर्स उसमें उनके आंसू आए हैं और अम्मी के साथ तो मिला के बहुत ही
You're very emotional when
it comes to Pakistan when it comes to Pakistan and मैंने लास्ट ईयर रिटायरमेंट ले ली थी from singles I told them कि my body cannot take it anymore कि मैं singles खेलूँ मैं सिर्फ डबल्स खेलता हूँ अब it's like asking a T20 player to play a test match और आप पूरे 5 दिन खेलो जिसको सिर्फ आदत है 4 घंटे खेलने की
बिल्कुल
and at the age of 42 I was playing a kid who was 18 years old world number 20 juniors में and 5th match to play for Pakistan मैं किसी और के लिए ना खेलता and but Allah ने उस वक्त इज्जत दी I ended up doing that I was a team captain also and all the players backed me as well तो वो इमोशंस एकदम से खुद ही आ गए कि मैं जीत गया हूँ, कैसे जीत गया हूँ, and I'm glad that my parents were there to watch it.
How is it when you have family watching you? Do you feel pressure कि अब इनके सामने मैं खेल रहा हूँ, अगर मैं हार जाऊँ, अगर कुछ हो जाए, इस टाइप के ख्यालात नहीं आते?
वो इतने सालों से देख रहे हैं मुझे, शुरू में पहले होता था मुझे कि I've let them down, उनको डिसअपॉइंट कर दिया मैंने और डिप्रेस कर दिया और ये और वो, लेकिन I think they are my driving force. सारी सिर्फ मुझसे स्ट्रेंथ ही मिलती है. The fact कि मुझे पता है अम्मी बैठ के वहाँ पे दुआएं पढ़ रही हैं, वो पता भी लग रहा होता है मुझे कुछ पढ़ रही हैं, तो मैंने कहा कुछ ना कुछ तो इफेक्ट हो रहा है उनकी दुआओं का और stuff like that, and I gain a lot of power from my dad. तो वो अब्बू देख के मुझे come on करते हैं, खड़े होते हैं और वो तो it's a great feeling.
Aisam, in your family, I've noticed, mashallah, all you brothers and all, you guys really give this extra, I would say, attention and respect to the women in the family, whether it's your sister, whether it's your mom, your wives, anyone. How do you value them? What makes you do that?
नहीं, बहुत ज़रूरी है जी, equality basically शुरू से बचपन से देखता आ रहा हूँ, the way my dad respected my mom, her career, and he made sure कि वो अपना career pursue करते रहें after their marriage as well. अम्मी actually बनी Pakistan #1 थी after the marriage because my dad let her pursue. नानो दादी जो है मेरी, they used to take care of us as kids, and अम्मी और शिजा जिससे आपने बात की, मैं भी था. एंड ट्रैम्स में वो ट्रॉली, वो क्या कहते हैं उनको, स्ट्रॉलर्स में अब्बू लेके आते थे मैचेस पे. मुझे अभी भी याद है अम्मी के मैचेस बैठ के देखना एंड ऑल दैट काइंड ऑफ स्टफ. तो बचपन से देखता आ रहा हूँ विमेन को इन द फैमिली बीन सपोर्टिव. मेरी फैमिली के अंदर भी लॉट ऑफ डॉक्टर्स जो लड़कियां हैं, स्पोर्ट्स विमेन भी हैं. मेरी कज़न रुशना सुहेल है, शी इज़ पाकिस्तान #1 राइट नाउ. और मेरी बहन शिजा को भी टेनिस खेलने का तो हुआ था, शी वाज अंडर 18 #1. एंड सो ऑल दीज थिंग्स, एंड आई थिंक इक्वालिटी बहुत ज़रूरी है. एंड मेरे ख्याल से तो इस्लाम में औरत का दर्जा ऑब्वियसली ज़्यादा बुलंद है मैन से, अगर सारी चीज़ें आप देखें. एंड दैट्स व्हाट आई बिलीव इन. एंड आई थिंक औरतों को हमारे मुल्क में भी जस्ट इन जनरल वही सारी अपॉर्चुनिटीज़ मिलनी चाहिए जो लड़कों को भी मिलती हैं. 100%.
Absolutely. Feminism is something very different, but when it comes to equality, that's something very different. ये blur हो जाते हैं हमारे यहाँ पे, अभी इसको define करना.
थोड़ा extreme पे ले जाते हैं लोग.
वो जरा मार्च वगैरह पे जब निकल आते हैं फिर सब कुछ blur हो जाता है, कुछ समझ नहीं आती कि क्या हो रहा है. Being a family man, now that you're married yourself, एक point में आपके ऊपर pressure होगा, I'm sure, कि बेटा अब तो आपकी उम्र आ गई है, अब आपने शादी करनी है, आपने ये करना है. अब उस टाइम पे, because I feel like being the only Pakistani representing Pakistan, you know, in different tournaments and all, did you feel कि नहीं अम्मी अबू अभी टाइम नहीं है शादी का because I'm playing tennis and all? How did you deal with that pressure? Because a lot of people nowadays ये चीज़ डिबेट करते हैं whether they should get married, shouldn't get married, माँ बाप ये वो. आपने कैसे डील किया?
I think now it's very different, and I think now it's very difficult also मेरे ख्याल से, because first of all there are a lot of distractions. Social media की जितनी positivity होती negativity भी है
बहुत ज़्यादा.
And I think उस वक्त जब मैं I was 30, 31, 32 at that time, इतना social media तो बिल्कुल भी नहीं था.
नहीं.
And लोगों को नहीं पता. I'll talk about it anyway. Pressure था मेरे ऊपर भी obviously all the time. लेकिन I think the first time I got married was at the right age. I was 29, 30. And उस वक्त I felt like I'm ready to get married. Unfortunately, it didn't work out.
Right.
Got divorced and everything. उसके बाद फिर मुझे था यार अब जो है ना जरा
ठहर जाओ,
relax कर लो. I'll say it very personally thing anyway in your interview. For a while, I just had lost trust in people. Women especially. I'm not being a feminist, लेकिन for whatever reasons, you know. So usme then it took me a while. Then I said, okay, I have to get back to tennis. I need to focus that. I did my level best to get married at the right time, do the right things. It didn't work out. I need to go back now and focus on my tennis and my career, which I did. And बात वही होती है, देर आए दुरुस्त आए, अल्लाह जो कहते हैं हम रिश्ते बनाता है आसमानों के ऊपर.
बिल्कुल.
I am very blessed actually and happy. Mashallah, feel very lucky.
Darling,
I'm married to Sana now, and she's mashallah has been unbelievable for me. For the past 2 years. And
you being away, especially वो जो शुरू था कोविड का टाइम, वो तो बहुत मुश्किल होगा. I don't know if she was able to travel with you or not. तो वो तो बहुत ही मुश्किल टाइम था.
So was a testing period for me also and for her as well, especially for her.
Especially.
क्योंकि शादी से पहले तो उसको सारे वादे किए थे. I'm going to take you everywhere. We've been traveling everywhere. लेकिन फिर उसको पहले 9 महीने घर ही बिठा के रखा. First of all, उसके visas नहीं थे, सारी embassies बंद थी. And then we were in the bubble all the time. And I didn't want her to see that side of the tennis tour. उसको तो मैंने बहुत glamorous करके बता दिया हुआ था. We can go out, we can do this. So it was very tough, but she was very understanding. And now this year she went to Australia with me. Last year she went to England also and America, and she's enjoying it. She's getting used to it.
Nice.
But she's a family girl. तो उसके भी माशाल्लाह 4 भाई हैं, 2 बहनें हैं. तो
big family.
हाँ, she's been brought up into a family environment. तो मेरे घर का सिस्टम बिल्कुल वही है. तो it's been easy for her to make that transformation. So,
amazing.
Yeah, been great.
Amazing. Right before I move on to the next segment, Aisam, अभी tennis के लिए आप क्या कर रहे हो? Because now there's a lot of exposure also due to the internet या जो भी आप कह रहे हैं, लोगों को पता है कि tennis के लिए क्या काम हो रहा है, क्या नहीं हो रहा. What are the developments so far that have been made in the last few years, I would say?
Yeah, federation की तरफ से तो I wouldn't say that many arrangements apart from introducing more tournaments. I would say. Right now, I just spoke to Pakistan Tennis Federation president. They're showing some keen interest in hiring a foreign coach for a year. Okay, this year we are having Islamic Games in Turkey. We are having Asian Games in China.
Okay.
And next year, inshallah, SAF Games in March.
Okay.
So that's really huge, and it's good of them. I think they're trying to bring a foreign coach to coach our top national players.
Right.
उसके अलावा I am planning on starting an initiative, a talent hunt program, basically जो cricket के लिए होता है पूरे पाकिस्तान में.
Right.
I'm going to go to Islamabad, Karachi, Peshawar, and Lahore के अंदर initiate a project जिसमें I'm going to basic talent hunt करूँगा मैं 4 kids from each city. And I'm going to get them on scholarship basis. I'm getting corporate sector involved. I got my first sponsor when I was in 2007 when I was 27 years old, which is very, very late.
Yes.
So I think sponsors को corporate sectors को involve होना चाहिए during the journey, not when somebody has made it.
Yes.
तो वो culture मैं change करना चाह रहा हूँ. I'm in contact with some sponsors वगैरह, had a good response, and inshallah within few months I'm going to be starting the initiative जिसमें youngsters को get them on scholarship ताकि पेरेंट्स के ऊपर कोई प्रेशर ना हो, कोचेस का ऊपर, ट्रेनर्स के ऊपर. एंड आई एम गोना गेट देम ट्रेन इन द राइट वे पॉसिबल. जो सारी चीज़ें मैंने सीखी हुई हैं फ्रॉम माय टूर एंड फ्रॉम माय लाइफ एज अ टेनिस प्लेयर, वो उनको सिखाऊं शुरू से ही, ताकि वंस दे आर 16, 17, 18 दे कैन बी total professionals and can get laurels for Pakistan.
And financially secure also, because that is the main thing where they're lagging behind.
Yes.
And you were mashallah lucky with your parents who supported you and all of that. Otherwise, bahut mushkil hai. That's cool. Thank you so much for that information. Moving on to the next segment with Aisam. Yes, we stalked him on Instagram. We took out some pictures. We want to know the story. एक ही तो story पता लग गई, लेकिन आप उसको summarize करके बता सकते हैं दोबारा से. So Aisam, the first picture. What's the story?
Very emotional, very emotional picture. इस picture के ऊपर अभी घर में बहस भी हो रही है क्योंकि I want to get it framed. लेकिन कुछ लोग हैं family में, especially my dad.
Oh no!
He doesn't want it to be this picture framed. I think historical picture for me at least. तो यहाँ पे I'm hugging my mom और
बहुत emotional थे आप.
Honestly, I'm telling you, I didn't even realize कि मेरे dad के
आंसू आ रहे हैं, रो रहे हैं.
Like that. So very, very touching and emotional picture for me.
Okay, the next picture, if you scroll to the right.
Right. Oh, this is playing with the Stefano Tsitsipas. He's world number 3. Really good friend of mine. We're playing in Paris.
इधर बातचीत क्या हो रही है?
बातचीत probably some tactics.
ऐसे खुफिया बात हो रही है.
Some tactics. Obviously, we talk to each other in English.
Yeah, of course.
So other players can pretty much pick it up अगर हम बातचीत कर रहे हैं. I have probably a talent for that. मैं always I'm looking on the other side, क्योंकि अगर मुझे पता है ये लड़के आपस में इंग्लिश में बात कर रहे हैं तो try to figure out कि वो क्या कह रहे हैं दूसरे को. तो उसमें ये होता है कि we try to talk about the strategy.
Okay, the next one.
This is the white card campaign. I'm a Goodwill Ambassador for Peace in Sports. They try to promote peace through sports. I've been an ambassador for almost 12 years. I was the first tennis player actually they took on board. उसके बाद फिर उन्होंने Novak Djokovic को भी लिया and some other players as well. तो उनकी white card campaign है, which they said उनका एक date होता है उस पे करने के लिए. This especially I told them that I'm doing philanthropic work during the COVID times in Pakistan, and I would like to do that white card campaign with the workers. I'm distributing ration bags. Last year and the year before.
There's one more.
Yeah, this is our first trip to Russia with my wife Sana, and this is in Moscow. We went to some monument, went for sightseeing, Redah. And Sana के साथ एक चीज़ मैंने शुरू अब कर दी भी है, which I didn't use to so much, is I make sure एक या 2 दिन जो है ना मैं निकालूँ in a city to be as a tourist. And मैंने हमेशा काफ़ी places वगैरह delay की हुई हैं, क्योंकि I go to these places again and again and again. तो बंदा लेजी हो जाता है अच्छा यार नेक्स्ट ट्रिप पे कर लूँगा अच्छा यार मैं नेक्स्ट ट्रिप पे कर लूँगा
We have another segment उसमें हम लोग कुछ और करते हैं usually but I thought शिजा ने मुझे point out किया कि listen उसके साथ क्या कहते हैं rapid fire नहीं करना you get tongue tied मैंने कहा अच्छा तो फिर हम लोग ने कुछ और तस्वीरें निकाली अब उसमें ये है कि you have to recognize the players that we have for you so उनकी आधी शक्लें हैं but I'm sure you'll know
okay.
Tell me also.
Martina Navratilova.
There you go.
Yeah.
The next.
Easy. Steffi Graf.
Oh.
ये तो आप सारे मेरे favorite players की बातें कर रही हैं तो इसलिए easy है. Legends हैं. Legends of the game.
Legends है ना.
Yeah. Boris Becker.
Oh. We couldn't get more easier ones, no?
ये Mary Pierce.
Oh, you remembered her.
Yeah.
Everyone remembers her,
French
no?
Open champion. And
all the guys do.
Michael Chang.
ये मैंने भी नहीं पहचाना, so that's a good thing. पर मैं देखी
not many Asian players. Yeah. Not many.
No, I know him very well,
yeah.
but I think this is a much recent picture of his.
And he's like the youngest Grand Slam champion, men's champion. He won French Open at the age of 16.
Oh wow, that I didn't know.
उसके बाद फिर Becker था, 17 का he won Wimbledon.
मैंने कहा ऐसाम ये देखते ही उसको यूं पता लग जाएगा. He won't even have to think twice. But thank you so much for taking out time, coming to us, and sharing your experiences and your emotions and everything. Anything you have to say to the youth of Pakistan watching you right now, and especially the ones who are aspiring to be tennis players like you?
For me, the most important message I've been actually giving to the youth for the last 10 years is never give up on your goals and dreams. It took me 15 odd years to be recognized in my country as a tennis player. We have had Jahangir Khans, we have had Imran Khans, we had Hassan Sardars, we have had Aisam Ul Haq Quersahi also. So sky is the limit for us. I think work hard, believe in yourself, trust in the process, not in the product or not in the result. You got to keep at it, stay patient, stay humble. And just try to better yourself every day. Whether try to better yourself as a better husband, as a better father, as a better son, as a better brother, better uncle. If you carry on doing that every day, Allah is going to reward you in many ways, and that's what I really believe in. And अम्मी की बड़ा प्यारे अल्फाज हैं अम्मी के मम्मी कहीं से पढ़े ही होंगे जो कि मैं I keep it to my heart is अल्लाह अपने चाहने वालों को सबसे ज़्यादा टेस्ट करता है तो whenever you're in pain, whenever you're in difficulty, whenever you're depressed, just think that Allah is testing you because He loves you, and that will, I'm sure, is going to inspire you and help you out to get out of that difficulty and pressure positions, and then rewards are going to come at your ass for sure.
Thank you so much once again.
Hey, pleasure.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, I shall be back next week. This is Sumi saying, Baumana Khuda.